throws will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He'll pitch it.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Newton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Inside the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Lets it go to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Lowers those pads. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Rodgers. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry up.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? Back to throw, it's Manning. Using the quick game. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg on. Turning it on. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Jayhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick completion on the out route. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Newton. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great... Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Manning. Moves around to clear up the vision. Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it.
No way to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Kansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Newton. Looking to scramble. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Maryland. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Newton. He tries to take the top off. Makes it grab deep. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw again. He's got him. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Manning. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Finds the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air. It's Manning. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left. I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
He's got his man across the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Indiana! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
That makes the score Indiana 21, Kansas 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Right back to the well. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Newton. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Archon Jayhawk.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half. Their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if you kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside is 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
21.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of... hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Jayhawks will snap it on first and 10. Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Jayhawks have moved it inside the 20. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost. Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Back to pass, it's Vic. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Right on the money. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. He's going for it all. And it's caught inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the showing blitz. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And the Jayhawks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He might want another play. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. The short hands, it's Horton.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring in third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
this slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Jayhawks are flying down the field. The run from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Makes the catch. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Kansas.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got it red zone drag down at the 18-yard line. And the Jayhawks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They want to throw it. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking to pass, it's Vick. Got his man on the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback keeps it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver.
Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Slithers into space. A lot of room to the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Newton. That's reeled in, it's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking downfield on first down. Puts it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Maryland. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third, and it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target.
Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to pass, it's Newton. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity.
This offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Vic. Unloads to the right. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. They Pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. All by himself. Touchdown, Volunteer. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This is one of those games where you got to make every single possession count. You got to give the offense credit. Did a nice job executing. If they hit this extra point, they're going to take a touchdown lead into halftime.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking to throw on first down. He got it. They will score. Touchdown ball.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Scanning the field, it's Newton. The quick out. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Scott. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gonna run it. It's Scott. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. There he goes. Touchdown, Kansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Back to throw, it's Newton. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision.